Mm. Happy Sunday. Deep Laner'z in the building. Y'all come on in. What y'all doing? It's a beautiful day. Mm. Y'all, I don't think this is bacon. I think this is what they call strickling. Y'all see how thick it is right there? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I got it from the country store. Mm. It's good though. Mm-hmm. What's up, Casey? The one you been popping in here lately. You the first one in the building. How you doing today? Mm. Good morning. Mm. I got two strips of. I think this is strickling. This is not bacon. And some cheesy eggs and two pieces of toast. Hmm. You say it's too hard? You can't chew it? Where is that backside of the backside is like fat back. Mm-hmm. Who is that? What's up, Jazzy? Good morning. That egg is so good. What y'all got going on this morning? It's late, really. Cause I got up at 5:30. We're not gonna mess around and chew that up. Oh, thank you, Casey. The one. I'm doing good. I woke up I slept good last night. Woke up this morning on the right side of the bed. Took my shower. I've been out to the grocery store. Came back and cooked some breakfast. hmm We're gonna chat in a minute. I know it's early though. Mm. But I'm an early bird, honey. What you drinking? You some juice, boo boo? Mm-hmm. Dang. That was a real burp, honey. Actually, I need to go outside and get the water. I bought some water. And it's hot outside in that car. Want to go outside. You can ask me a question. Don't ask me no question about why am I eating. Because everybody eat. If you don't eat, you're going to die. Mm. Mm-hmm. What's that story? What is it? Got a fizzle to it. Oh, it's grape soda. Grape soda is delicious. Put the top back on there tight. What's up, y'all? Mm-hmm. Mom, are you just chilling today? No, we can ready to go to the salon. You gotta get your hair done. hmm And Haley's gonna be up there. She gotta get her hair done too. I don't think I can separate it. Let's see. We ain't worry about it. But it's crunchy right now. Mm-hmm. What's up, Randy? I made it. Well, I got to go to work, so I don't want to get too full. Bless your heart, honey. I don't want to get too full. I was gonna cook some grits, but not this morning. Boo, did you sleep good? You ready to go home? You said I skipped your question. Is this your first time here on my live? Boo, can you get me a paper towel? I smack. That's what I do. Have I tried grits? Yes. And have I tried sweet potato pie? Yes. Thank you, Randy.
Since I'm getting my hair like curly, um, you know the little curl, the blonde curl that you said you did to me? Can I have that?
Don't forget it. Once we get to the salon, don't forget the wand curl, because after you get your hair done, people leave hats and everything. This is your first time commenting. Okay. Okay. So I have lots of goals, really. But I'm a grandma. So I've lived most of my life. You don't need to rewrite it. I've lived most of my life, sugar. So what's important to me now is peace and calm. Come visit me in Germany. I know you do feel good. A lot of people moving out of America, child. It's hot in here, boo. You hot. I wish I had more egg.
Grandma.
What?
So do you think that wand will be good for my curls I'm gonna have? You think that wand will be good for my curls I'm gonna have?
Yeah, you gotta have an intense conditioner today too. Are you in the pool? Thank you for the stars.
My hair looks good.
That chlorine is so bad for your hair. Oh my God.
I washed it out in the shower.
You said come to Germany, you'll make more eggs. You said Korea? No more career stuff. And you talking about health? I could definitely do better in that category. What's up, Raiden? I let y'all young people take care of the career stuff. You know, I find that most of us, just to lose more weight, just to lose a little bit of weight. That's all. Most of us live in survival mode our whole fucking life. It's so crazy. Most of us live in, even if we make it to our goal, and even if we become successful, And even if we have a good amount of money, stocks and all of that, we don't give a damn. We just stay in survival mode. We stay watching over our money. We stay paranoid about one day getting broke again. It's the craziest shit. I know people in real life who can't enjoy themselves. They cannot enjoy themselves. They can't. They can't. Because they're so worried about losing all their damn money. How much over what period of time in terms of weight loss? Oh, I don't know. Because I'm not good. Even when I was working with my trainer, and part of his thing that we did was he would weigh me every time I went to the gym. And sometimes I would go 3 times a week. And I told him that's not a good thing. You can weigh me and you can keep up with the weight loss, but don't tell me. Don't tell me how much weight I've lost. That's not good for the way that my brain works. I don't need to know that because I just don't need to know that. So he was like, "Are you serious?" And I said, "Yes." You keep up with it. I don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? And so you worked me out according to um, what I like to eat and how often I like to eat it. He was like, "Do my meal plan." And I said, "No, that's not going to work either. I'm not going to do your meal plan. I'm not going to do the meal plan. But what I will do is commit to coming to the gym. Yeah, I know how much I weigh now. Commit to coming to the gym and eating better. So some of the things that I did not do his meal plan. Okay, but these are some of the things I did do. I stopped eating bread, like bread was gone completely. I stopped eating late and I started eating more fish and stuff like that. So that was it. I incorporated fruits and vegetables into my diet and I ate sweet stuff here and there. But as I've gotten older, I finally, for the first time in my life, got a sweet tooth. And I've never liked desserts or sweet stuff ever. Like I'm not a candy eater. I'm not crazy about chocolate. I like cheesecake, but so that worked. Good morning, Josie. Hey girl. So he shrank me. That's the word I use. He shrank me a lot, but I still weighed a lot. Okay, say for instance, my size now, I weigh like a size 16, but I'm not hippie. I mean, I could show you. I can back away from the camera and show you what I look like from head to toe, but I'm not hippie, and I'm not what do you call it? I'm not jiggly. Like I mean, my boobs jiggle, but my body itself is not jiggly at all, and so I'm just solid like that. So he shrank me real good. So he took me from like a size 16 to down like a size 9, 10. But I still weighed the same damn amount. I only lost at the gym, I only lost like 23 pounds. But he took me down several sizes, because he said, "Sure, you're not using the meal plan. And I wish you would do that." He said, "But don't worry about it. We'll get the results anyway. It's just gonna take longer." So what he did was I did 20 minutes cardio. No, 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 no. That's not the first. Okay. When I first got to the gym, first thing to do is to get the mat and stretch. So he showed me how to do professional stretching. I don't eat desserts. I don't know why. Just never like candy or cake. Well, I was like that the majority of my life until I got in my late 40s. And then girl, I wanted everything sweet. So he showed me how to professionally stretch, and which hurt like hell. And I really need to start back doing it because I'm stiff. And so that would last for, we stretch about 12 minutes. And then after that, go to the treadmill and then walk for 20 minutes. And then at a certain speed. So I think he would walk me at 3.3 And then I didn't like walking faster than that because it made me feel bad. Okay, and so then after the treadmill for 20 minutes, then it's time for the weight. So that was the thing. That's how he got me from a size 16 to a size 19. It was the weights. So, baby, did you not mind me asking, are you post-menopause? Yes. I don't know which one, but it's menopause. It's menopause bad. It's menopause bad. It is. Um, so my menstrual is gone. It last year was it last year or the year before that? Like I had one in 12 months. DEXA scan. I don't know what a DEXA scan is. So I had one cycle the year before last one, but I think it's been a whole year without a cycle, so I'm done. And I've been regular my whole life. And when it first started skipping, I was like, "What in the world wrong with me?" Because my period was like, I mean, menstrual was like clockwork. But um, now it's gone. Yeah, that's post. Okay, it's gone. So it went from skipping. And skipping was like it would come on every 3, 4 months. And it did that for years. And then now I just think I'm out. Do you have a family history of breast, endometrial, or ovarian cancer? No, not that I know of. I mean, my mama died with congestive heart failure. You don't look old. Oh my God. I wanted to ask you if you have a hour one day to watch this program. It's Phil Donahue with Blair Underwood when they saying the Bible was used to suppress black. You spoke on it. Please watch. Interesting. Yeah, heart disease. Yeah. Um, that is intense, right? The comment you made, Josie, because yesterday we was at the salon and we had a really intense conversation. It was 5 women, including me. And um, okay, let me just roll it out for you. What was who we are that's in the room. Like works you like to get to 70, 60, or 80s. What are you saying? Do I like to work until I'm 70, 60, or 80? I would love to be retired right now. You getting younger. Would work. No, I want to retire right now. Okay, so let me y'all let's talk about this right here. Okay, so it's okay, y'all know me, right? I used to be it it shows black and white views knowledge in it. Okay. So I used to be a traditional, very, very religious Christian. Bible all the time, praise and worship all the time. Um I went to church 3 times a week. My children were not allowed to watch secular television at all. I didn't listen to anything but gospel music. I'm just trying to paint a picture for y'all the type of Christian that I was. I wore only skirts and dresses. I did not let my skin show pretty much, just my hands and my face. Um, I didn't wear shorts. I didn't wear pants. I didn't wear jewelry. None of that stuff, Josie. So that lets you know how what type of Christian I was. So it was lots of church and all of that. All right, so we went from that level to both of us opening up an outreach ministry downtown where we both preached there. And I was ordained in 2004. All right, so let me just say that. And you say, sure, ordained for what? Ordained to be a pastor in 2004. And then later on that year, I just left the church completely. And so it's been since, yeah, 2004. So now we're at 2026. So it's been a long time. Okay. So in all these years, I've been deconstructing. And one of the things about deconstructing from religion is that you take a critical look at the Bible, period. The Torah, the Old Testament, and all of it, but especially the Old Testament. That's just part of deconstructing. And so part of the conversation that was going on, and I'm going to get back to exactly what you say about the Bible itself. So yesterday at the salon, we got to discussing all of this. Okay. What's up, Mr. Time in the mother building? Good morning. So we were discussing this yesterday. We were discussing Netanyahu and his history. Okay. There are 5 women in the building, including me. So I'm 55. There was another 55-year-old. There was a 60-year-old. There was a 44-year-old. And there was a 32-year-old. So I think that's 5. Did I get it all right? Let's see, 2 55s, 144, 132, and 160. Beautiful range of women discussing. So there was a fundamental Christian that was in the building. And that is not me, because I'm more like liberal. They were trying to figure out, these are all my clients and they've been around for years. And they were trying to figure out, what am I? Like, what category do you put me in? And so they couldn't put me in a category. They put out there, oh, she's a universalist. I was like, no. And then they were like, where do you believe in Jesus? And I said, do I believe in Jesus? Do I believe that what the writer wrote on the scriptings, do I believe that those are true quotes from a person named Jesus? Do I believe that? Do I believe that Jesus exists? Like, what do you want to, you know what I'm saying? So it was interesting. It was okay. Thank you, boo. It was interesting when they were trying to figure out, like, what am I and who am I? Oh, no, I don't need to lose 80 pounds, baby. I will be a skeleton. I don't need that. We don't want skeleton. So they were trying to figure out, they were trying to discern or figure out, like, what am I? So it was just really interesting. So I had to tell part of my story. And all right, please watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Listen, I'm gonna watch it. They even both argue sides, black and white, of what I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it because I've been dealing with this. They could have had me on the show, baby. I've been deep diving for 20 something years. I guarantee you there's nothing that neither one of them said that I don't know. Okay? I guarantee it. Even though I don't make that my main content on my channel. I don't make that my main content. But if for the people that's been here for years, it's very much my content. And if you go back and look at some of my old videos, you'll see that. Okay. So getting back to me and the ladies at the salon, because I've been taking a deep dive last night when I got home, and also this morning when I first woke up, before I got out of bed, I watched a couple videos because we're going to all get back together. I even have homework from yesterday. All right. And so if I would name how many Christians were in the room yesterday out of all the 5 women, all of them were Christians except for me in the traditional sense. You would describe me something as Christ consciousness and not the Christianity like the church and all of that. All right. And so the Bible, because they're asking me questions and they're Bible questions. So when they're asking me, do you believe in Jesus? That's a Bible question, right? Because all of us have the same information about Jesus, like all of us do. So Cheryl, do you believe in Jesus, right? So I'm like, okay. So one of the things that I told them yesterday, hold on, y'all. Let me try to get this damn thing right. One of the things that I told them yesterday, because if I don't have y'all close, I will talk too hard. But if I have y'all close to me, then I will calm my voice down because I feel like y'all hear me. So one of the things that I told them is that I said, all of you guys are indoctrinated Christian. So what that means is that you believe that the Bible is the literal word of God. That's what that means. So Josie, going back to what you said, this is what you said. They were talking about that the Bible was given to Black people, but really given to the world, right? And they've done that. So they've done that to keep control of the Blacks. But let me just tell you, there are no, I'm going to get into it. Hold on. Because I'm trying to keep my cortisol levels down. But there are no original copies of the Bible. So nobody can authenticate it. Nobody. Now that's a hard pill to swallow. And the ladies in the room, they had a problem with swallowing that pill. It was hard. These are the facts because no preacher under the sun is going to stand in his pulpit, which is his business, because it is a business. And no preacher is going to say, well, I can't authenticate this, or nobody else has. There are no originals of anything. There are only copies and copies and copies of more copies. There are no originals. So that's the first thing, right? In order for you to put 100% stock in this thing, Josie, I hope you're still here. In order for you to put the 100% stock in this thing, then you have to use the word believe because you can't prove it. You can't prove it. Okay. So that you can't prove it. When a person says that God told me something or told you, like if you say, Joseph, God told me something, then okay, I don't have anything to say about that because that's between you and your God. You know what I mean? But there are no copies. I mean, there are no originals. There are only copies. Okay, so my takeaway. Okay, so after 20 something years, good morning, Shelley. After 20 something years of loving the Bible and believing that, because this is how it was taught to me, that it's God's literal word. Can y'all thumbs up the live, please? It's God's literal word. It's the literal word of God. It's what God is saying, Cheryl. Like God wrote this, Cheryl. God used man, God inspired, God spoke to, God directed people to write about these real accounts that have happened, Cheryl. So, that's it. It's what God has said. And so over the years, because of what has been happening in the world, Cheryl, then that proves that the Bible is true. The time since the Bible was mass produced and given to everybody, since that time we see what's in the book being like happening in the world, or it's manifested in the world. So Cheryl, this is prophetic. So we're all waiting for a Armageddon. We're all waiting for Jesus to come back. We're all waiting for wars and rumors of wars. We're all waiting for our children to fall off the deep end, and parents against children and children against parents. We're all seeing this. We're all waiting for this. So this has to be the evidence that that the Bible is true and that it is God's word. It's got to be the evidence. Not even today's Big Mama is giving you this information. Can you please hit the like button? Today you're trying to be their daughters. God bless them. Little girls, help. Um, all right. All right. Well, thank you for your advice, Laner'z. And you can go to the next live. I heard you loud and clear. Appreciate it. But this live is not about that, okay? And since I don't know you and what you look like, that's enough. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. So let's get back into it. So the Bible is interesting. I will give it that. You know, after reading it for so many years and having so many different translations, the NIV Bible, the World International Bible, the Dates Bible, um, I had the Schofield Bible, we had the Hebrew and Greek Bible. It was just a lot. Thank you so much, Lanex. You can stop now, baby. Okay. All right. I'm not kicking anybody out of this life. This is tough love. People always want to hear what's good for them, not what's bad for you. Now, what's up for the love of horror? So, love of horror, somehow we started talking about the Bible. This is one of my favorite topics. So, me and such is smooth voice. I'm just going to listen. Thank you, Aries Ram. I'm trying to stay calm and I'm working on giving you guys quality content and giving you me. That's the whole reason why I came to social media, to share my perspective. But I've gotten way more than what I give. Anyway, so there we go. There are no original copies. So there are only copies and copies and copies. So yesterday, there was one woman in the building in particular that has known me for 26. What's up, Chad? What's up, Martin? For 26 years. And yet, yesterday, she looked so puzzled. It was amazing. Let me read Mr. Tom's comment. It's my favorite topic to look at T.D. Jakes hanging with Lucky Charm Diddy and Bishop Eddie Long in the most outrageous son of gun on the planet. Mr. Martin Sapp, the Lord's going to get you, sucker. He literally said God told him they having a boy and she had a girl. Foolishness to me. But he said God don't lie. So why she gave birth to a girl? These people just try to be prophets. I like you too, Martin. Um, Thank you, Chad. You're so sweet. Um, so yeah. So my client, she said, I don't, she looked at me, she was so puzzled. So it's five women in the room, and sometimes we would split up and I would be having a direct conversation with somebody over there. And then there were the other three that are talking. So I heard her say that she winked her eye at the other one concerning me. Because we were talking about Benjamin Netanyahu and whether or not he has empathy for Gaza, the children, or the Palestinians. It's a good question, right? Because she's a fundamental Christian. Thank you, Martin. She's a fundamental Christian, right? So that's her thing. She said he's a good man, Cheryl, and he has empathy for Gaza, the children in Gaza, the people in Gaza, and the Palestinians. I said he's a war criminal and he's an awful person. He's a warmonger. That means he loves war. And then also he's a war criminal. He's done things on the world stage that he wasn't supposed to do. That is illegal. That makes him a criminal. Okay. She looked at me, the one that I've known for 25 years, because she's a Christian fundamentalist. And so she's been taught in the Christian world, in the Christian circles, because of preachers like, y'all might want to take some notes because I've done my homework. Hagee. His name is Pastor Hagee or Hagen with his fat ass. I'm fat too. But I don't claim to know everything that God is doing, everything God has said. I don't claim that. I don't claim to wake up with the Spirit of God and all the revelations of life and the world and to know exactly what God is doing and to know God's intentions and all. I, I don't I don't claim to know that. But he does. Hagee does. Let me see if I can find him right quick. He does with his fat ass. You know, my nerves. So when I did my research last night, found out that him and Netanyahu were best friends. That they literally worked together. And Pastor Hagee, he's so powerful and grounded in Christianity in the United States and abroad that whatever he says, because he teaches on end time events, that it is kind of webbed its way down into the local churches, into the other pastors. And just like the client that I'm telling y'all that don't know me good, but she say she do, he's the one that's telling everybody that Pastor, that Benjamin Netanyahu is a good person. Aren't all who believe Jesus resurrected from the dead, aren't they Christians? And do you believe Jesus resurrected from the dead? No, I don't believe that. I do believe that we live forever, though. And I also do believe in what Jesus taught as like reincarnation. I do believe in that. Um, no, don't put that out there. You are big boned. I am big boned though. All right. So let me see if I can find. I think his name is John. Hold on. I think his name is John Hagee. So let me see if I can find him right quick. Hold on, y'all. Just 1 second. I ain't gonna lose where I'm at. Where I am. I do believe that we live. I do. believe that we come back into the earth, we die and come back. Because your ass gonna learn one way or the other. I do believe in other dimensions. Yes, I do. Do I believe? And they did ask me, do I believe in heaven or hell? I say, yeah, when I was 5 years old. That's a concept for babies. I'm grown. I'm a mature adult with critical thinking. We're not doing that. We're not being babies now. We got to grow up. What's his name? John, what is it? Hagee. There it go. John Hagee. And and hold on, y'all, 1 second. There you go. Benjamin Netanyahu. I'm gonna show y'all them together. Mm, hold on. Here's a short here. Choosing sides: Israel versus Hamas. Let's listen to this right quick. What's up, Nikki Boo? You're out, but you're listening. Let's listen to this. Wait a minute. Don't say nothing about my iPad, honey, because I need to go. It was a fully functioning one, but I did crush the top part. Um, Israel versus Hamas. Let's listen to what he got to say.
We choose Israel or Hamas. There is no middle ground in this conflict, and Hamas is going to suffer the same fate. To Israel's enemies, making threats against Israel is nothing more than a self-fulfilling prophecy about yourself. When you speak of Israel passing away with a sudden storm, you're only speaking of your own demise. Where are the nations that have persecuted the Jewish people? They are historic footnotes in the boneyard of human history. Where is Israel and the Jewish people? Despite the efforts of Iran, Hamas, and Hezbollah to destroy the Jewish nation, Israel lives. Israel lives. Israel.
Okay, so my first client, the client that I'm telling y'all about, this is what she listens to. This is it. So when she was talking yesterday and I made a statement and she didn't like it and she said it hurt her feelings. But that's how I saw it. So y'all know me, I speak straight from the hip. I speak my truth. I told her she spent 15 minutes supporting the Netanyahu. She had no empathy for those people who had lost their lives, who are not political. They're just regular people that get up in the morning, wash their ass, brush their teeth, and get them something to eat. They have children. These people have turned that place into a hellhole. I asked her, does she have empathy for them? And she says she does, but she does not. She is what they call, y'all take notes on this. She is what they call, and I love her to pieces. She's a Bible thumper. It's giving gang gang. That's what it's giving. And I let them know that yesterday too. So you believe we all gonna walk the earth again, good and evil? I believe only the good. I do, because I don't believe that this is our final destination. I mean, just if you entertain this thought for 1 second, just 1 second. I think God is way more than what people say God is. I think people have given God a bad reputation. I think we, in our unevolved humanity, I think we've spoken for God and we shouldn't have done that. That's what I think. I think God is smarter than anybody that I've ever met. I think God is more intuitive than any person in the earth who has the biggest, the person that you know in your life that is the most loving, the most kindest person. I think God is way more loving and kinder than what we're used to. That's what I think. I think here on this earth, you come back as many times as it takes for you to understand what I just said. It's a sad situation when we kind of when we look at God the way that he does. John Hagee. John Hagee is a militant narcissist. And I keep telling y'all that these narcissists, yes, people speak for God and they shouldn't, because how's a narcissist going to speak for God? How? How? How's a narcissist going to love God's people? Why would a narcissist want peace and tranquility in the entire earth? Why would a narcissist want a group of people that would go out into the earth to make sure he does run a cult? I think he is the most, and I used to listen to John Hagee. Me and John Hagee go back over 25 years ago. But in what I've learned in the last 20 something years, since I've been deconstructing, we know that narcissists seek places, positions of influence and power. We know that. We know that they like to have jobs and positions in this world where they are over people, because at the end of the day, they like to hurt people. They are selfish. They have a grandiose sense of self, and they need validation, and they really need attention. So if you're a politician, if you're a preacher, you get so much. There is so much that these people, sorry y'all, that get and desire, these narcissists. I mean, I could see why a narc would want to be a congressperson or a senator. The fuck? Yes. A congressperson and a senator, or even a judge. Or even a judge. And especially a preacher. And y'all say, sure, a narcissist cannot make it that far. Who's the narc slayer in the room? It's me. Oh, they very much can. That mask that they wear and that persona is pristine. And most people cannot see through it. What's up, Paul? But anyway, y'all, I ain't even want to go that deep. But I got to get my grits up to the salon because I got to do a client and I got to do my grandbaby. But can y'all come back? Or we going to finish this here conversation. We going to finish this. We also, when we get back, we're going to be talking about the Bible. And is it? Yes, a narcissist can be a preacher. Oh, girl, narcissists are preachers. Most of them are narcissists. When we get back, we're going to be talking about if the Bible can be authenticated. We're going to also talk about this political world. And specifically, Benjamin Netanyahu. I learned a whole lot about his childhood. Y'all know I went to the childhood because the women at the salon gave me homework. So when you give me homework, I got to go to the origin first. The first thing I'm going to do is go to the beginning. Not the beginning of politics. Netanyahu, yes. The first thing I'm going to do you come back last night? I ain't see it. Girl, I know, because I ain't get back here till 10 o'clock, baby, and woo. Me and grandbaby girl, we could not wait to get ourselves situated so we can get in the bed. Netanyahu. I love you. Martin, don't do that. Martin. We're gonna discuss all of that. We're gonna discuss all of that. All of what I've learned about Netanyahu, and I'm going to call the ladies and invite them to the live. Now, I got to be honest with you, can't none of those ladies come into the live. They're all career women with really, two of them got really high profile jobs, very much. One of them is in politics. so they can't. But I'm gonna ask them. I'm trying to tell them, create a profile. Call yourself Jellyfish. I don't give a damn what you call yourself. Call yourself Umbrella. Call yourself Kitchen Curtain. I don't care what you call yourself. I don't. I told them y'all will not hear their voices. Happy Sunday, boo. Y'all will not hear their voices. Y'all will not know who they are. Just come down into this chat. Just come on. Call your damn self Kitchen Curtain. Sure don't care. But I'm going to reach out to all of them and let them know that I'm going to be doing a live and I'm going to be talking about specifically what we talked about inside the salon. And they were, and you know, people tell you don't talk about religion. And it's something else they tell you not to talk about in the shop. Oh, religion and politics. And I do. I'll be back. We'll do the live at 5. Live at 5. Even though I'll be back before 5. I'll be back before 5. But we'll do the live at 5. Even though they tell you not to talk about religion and politics, and I do, because I mean, it is what it is. I don't want no clients anyway that I don't like. I don't want, or how should I say this? I'm the same way about y'all. Don't come over here. You know, y'all know I've been saying on YouTube for okay, KC the one. I've been saying on YouTube for the longest time. This channel ain't for everybody. Please, if you can't get into the get down, please go ahead on because we're gonna be talking. So net and high you. We're gonna be talking about that because my homegirl, and I love her very much. It's a reason why, as a indoctrinated Christian, she still fools with me. There's a reason why. There's a reason why. Because a lot of them don't, because they are really conditioned to be dumbed down. And even though a couple of them told me yesterday, you've just offended me, Cheryl. You've put all Christians in the same category. I said sometimes I'm speaking from my personal assessment, and then sometimes I'm just speaking to what the social media streets are saying about Christians. Y'all got a bad reputation right now, and y'all need to find out why. Because I love you. I think y'all are fantastic people. People that I've always known, people that I've always liked, people that are cool. Y'all are fantastic to me. You have decent morals and values and ethics. And some of y'all, in my opinion, are empathetic people. But you're indoctrinated, meaning that you can't look at things the way that you need. Some of the things I shared with them yesterday, they don't even know that those are real things. They thought they were so outlandish, some of my ideas. And this is what's happening in the world. But you guys are uh, in some type of thing. But we're gonna talk about it when I get back, and we also gonna talk about Michael Jackson. Bye, guys. See y'all later.